The water your body should not shine. The water your body should not shine. Check this log real quick. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah, and Brakathum to you and your household. Just double checking this live. Hey, Shalom, Shangar, Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah, Brakathum to you and your household. Wadi Yahweh Shema Shah, for the brother. Let's get into this. So, first and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And the Wadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for another day out here to prophesy in that non-stop energy. The Lord, I turned it off, say that I do everything. Another day to bring out this word, which is this is a gift that the Lord gave to us to be able to break down these scriptures and to be able to teach this word for the kingdom of heaven to come as soon as possible. Hey, Shalom, Athena, Pardrell, Bashim Shabrakatah, and Brakathum to you and your household. And I still got the low voice, but man, we still out here because the Lord wants us to have the labors are few. So we have to continuously push this out. The Lord is showing us, Salakia, that He's about to really strike fear into people. Because recently, a lot of brothers have been getting sick. And a lot of people are getting sick. But we have the Lord, and we have the herbs, and we have all this stuff. But this is going in something major because we're in a time of war. And we got to look at our point and what is needed in that time is petroleum for war. For what? What does all medicine have in common after John D. Rockefeller? Which is, he took over the medical field and he used his power to make sure that all medicine were petroleum based. So we're about to see shortages in all these medicines. And this pestilence, which is going to scare people into lockdown. Because when I was going through it, and still going through it, I felt like I was going to die. And being a stronger mind than these regular people, because we have the fear of the Lord. Hey, Shalom Malak Lahab. That knowing that these people in this world, they're going to get hit with this sickness, and they're going to be calling for putting back on masks and looking for this medicine. But they're not going to be able to get it because that oil, being that oil going into those war efforts. Look, it is an Iranian oil tanker going to the Hormuz Strait for that war. So that's showing that medicine is going to be on a shortage. I'm going to read the article, but let's grab this. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 18. Hey, Shalom, Malak La'ab, Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah, and Brakathum to you and your household. In the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? What shall we be doing? As Ezra, when he had this vision, he was asking, like, what should we be doing? And the Lord told us to pretty much prophesy, speak this truth, because that's what prophets do. That's what, let's grab it. And I know I'm usually loud, but I'm going to get my voice back eventually. But you're not going to see me take a 7-month vacation and then come back all of a sudden. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries. of great kingdoms and war, of evil and of pestilence. So this is what the prophets have been doing, all this stuff, and seeing this pestilence that's going around now. They said, as is Bill Gates, the demonic gates of hell, which what he was saying, he said that second pandemic is going to really scare them. And seeing that it's the white lung, and then the new C1 variant, which is, our brothers just is getting over that. And I mean, it hits like a freaking a pound of bricks. And if you don't have that a mind stronger, you probably just will go to the hospital. You just think you're about to fall. So this pestilence that is coming, all these diseases and all this stuff, what are these people in the world going to do? They're going to go to the shadow of Egypt. But let's get into this article. Why they're not going to be able to do that. Let's grab it real quick. This is how John D. Hey, Shalom, Nathaniah, Bashim Yashar Brakatah, and Brakatum to you and your household. How John D. Rockefeller influenced the modern medicine. Did you know the oil tycoon and business magnate John D. Rockefeller helped remove holistics and alternative plant medicines from the teachings of medical profession in the United States? That's right. And he had 90% of the business. So let's just skip around. So you're not knowing that almost every single medicine that you know to man in Esau Edom kingdom, I mean, well, let's just read some of the things that you wouldn't expect that have petroleum in it. So there's just some common things. Vaseline, lip balm, surface found in cream, shampoos, cleaning products. But these are the things: essential oils, vitamin C's, vitamin A's, all made from petroleum. Vitamin D's, B1s, B2s, along with others. So now, knowing that America, they're going to the shadow of Egypt, is about to lose 80%. Brick is going to have 80% of the oil production. What are you going to be doing? You're not going to be having those essential minerals, those vitamins that you need, because this is a place now that you're not being able to actually get the vitamins you need by eating the food, because they defiled the land. This was Rockefeller saw a potential to utilize his position. So he made it illegal. Him and the DuPonts, was they legalized marijuana. So you're seeing, he made it that almost every U.S.-based medicine is made from petroleum. So this pestilence that's going to be coming, you're not going to be able to have anything, because it's the beginning. You're not going to be able to find that sickness. So what are you going to do? Oh, we don't have the medicine. We don't have it. We got to get that. That first, we don't want to get sick anymore. So let's get the, inoculation. And then they're going to be saying, all right, since we have a new one that you can be able to be tracked if you're sick. Just take this SIP, because you're not going to have a shortage of medicines. And they said, we're going to only give these medicines to people that have the SIP. Because it's going to be a shortage. I remember medical fields, if you didn't know, if you're diabetic, a lot of that is made from pigs. They made a new one now, not made of pigs, but it made from pig. Oh, look at it. Insulin, but let's grab this. But as men of the Lord, we know this. Where is it? This is Sirach chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord has created the medicines out of the earth. Hey, shalom, Sarai, Mullah, brakatham to you and your household. The Lord has created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. You know, sometimes we get weak, and sometimes we have to take an aspirin and all that stuff. But in that time, you're seeing it's going to be a shortage of all these medicines because of the oil shortage, that we're going to have to know how to be able to heal with these herbs. There's a lot of these herbs. I gave the elder a book, but you just can grow out in the field, in the ditch. And ones that you pay all this money for just grow out freely. Like sage grows everywhere. Sage just grows out in the, and you can eat it, you can do that. Stinging nettle, which is the best you can do. They grow out, people touch it, and they complain about it hurting, but don't forget that's a very, very good herb. And he that is wise will not abhor it. So we're going to have to get in that state of mind because we're in the beginning of these evil times. This is verse 19, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourge for an amendment. So the Lord's doing this so people, these things that he said, all right, I want you to trust in me. So he's putting all these evils on the earth, seeing who you're going to go to when you're in trouble. Who's going to be able to save you out of that time? Because the only person that's going to be able to is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They're a scourge for amendment. Behold, but this is why. Behold. But, actually, verse 20. But all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. They're seeing this. They're seeing that they're doing the same thing they did beforehand, getting ready for the lockdown. When did C19? Last time it started being developed and people started really getting sick right after, like in between December. It was a little bit before, but then the lockdown happened around March. So they're doing the same thing as they did before, but they're going to hit you even worse after the shortages when you're not going to be able to go because, let's grab it. No, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, and the full storehouses shall suddenly be found. It's going to be a shortage of it. So you're going to be going to Walmart and saying, why? Because look at it. Look at all the bottling. So why don't they have water bottles? Why can they only have this paper? And what is that going to do? Having them cut down more trees and using it for those paper things that don't last as long. They have in the water bottle things. Or they're going to have to giving you bags and stuff. They're not even no plastic bags, all that stuff. All this thing that's going to be shorting. You see all the bottles for everything in the store. All have one comment, they're wrapped in plastic. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. You've seen it in the C19 lockdown. I have my father, he wouldn't let me come in the house unless I go straight to the shower and shower up first, and then I would have to have a mask over my face the whole time. I'm not going to do that. So people are going to be seeing when you start seeing people die because they don't have immune systems like brothers. That's why when it hits us hard because we got stronger immune systems because we eat. Because remember, all these symptoms are just your body's response of healing. So when these people with weak immune system, they're just going to die. And then they're going to be blaming it, they're messing up my life, I know that. steer, in 3 hours they shall not run. So it's going into a situation. Let me just check this real quick. It's live. Yeah, I see it. It's because of what I'm talking about. Yeah, I see it. Lord willing, it continues. Esau, Edom is mad. But some friends, as the elder was talking about, I told him right after he did his video, Elder Yawakal, that he was having it, and I had a vision. Khan, the water, Nathan, Yabash Malshai. Yes, it's Satan. You see that? So I had a vision this morning. I was waking up and I was in like this huge compound, but I was with my family. It didn't feel right. I was with but I brought it, and then when I got there, they just disappeared. And I had to be around in my underwear. And then my phone, it like flew like 3 stories up in the air. So I had no contact. Showing that the Lord doesn't want us to be around this, because they know that people are going to start fighting. Your friends in the world, they're going to be fighting against you when these shortages come. When all these things that happen, they're going to be showing their teeth, showing you what the truth. You're about to see the true things that people have been hiding inside, because they can use as comfort, or they're acting. Because a lot of people, why you think the Lord, hey, Shalom, Brato, your name is so hard to pronounce because I can't speak Spanish, but Shalom King Yabba Shema Shah Brakatah. Heard good things from you from Nathan. Yeah, and it's struggle to keep my voice up too, man. This is how you know, and that's just chastising from the Lord. You're seeing that this is what the Lord is saying. He's separating us from these people. He's separating from our nation. He's about to do a great separation, because he's about to start at the house of Israel to separate it even more. That's why you're seeing a lot of people coming back after they've been missing for fucking 7 months. Or other people acting like nothing even happened. Let's grab that. That's why you're seeing a lot of people showing what they really think, because they be saying that women are only used for sex. You know, it was women in the church. It's one how a woman of old age, she can lead the woman, obviously only the woman, and also to teach your kids at home. So they have other important deals too. They're a help me. But that's what we are to Yahushua. So they're showing these things that's separating these men, separating all these things of these spirits people are having. Salakia. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. You're seeing that. Just having separated, putting us through these chastisements, seeing how much we can take it, doing all that stuff. Because remember, what did the Lord say? Let's grab it. So you're about to see that it's going to be a lot of judgment, the ones that were not really for it. It's going to start at the house of the Lord. And he's going to kill all the wicked men of Israel, all the ones that got offended of him, All the ones that didn't trust in him. Let's finish it off and then I grab it. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if first it be at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel? Saying it's going to be very bad for those people that were in this worldly spirit, these heathen. It's about to, judgment is about to be harsh on them. But even the ones that know that they're Israelites. Let's grab this. Forgot where it is. The fuck? Sweden is pissing me off. Yeah, I have to take a couple breaths sometimes too, brother. So don't make it. This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as the fathers and the son who he delighteth. So sometimes, like as brothers was getting the sickness, they might think, oh, maybe the Lord's trying to take me out. Sometimes it's just chastisement. But we know that we have to not despise it. We have to understand that we got to get better. Sometimes it's the Lord telling you, hey, man, maybe you got to be more on point of your diet. Maybe you got to be more understanding of who you surround yourself by. Get away from certain people. That's what the Lord is saying about our family. He's putting that in the spirit that we got to start separating them. Because what are they going to do? It's going to bring harm. And we don't do that. We go to those servants. What the Yahweh Shai was, those servants said. He said, those that look it back. Let's grab it. The whole parable. This is Luke chapter 9, verse 61. This is, I'm going to start up a little bit. This is verse 56. Luke verse 57. And it came to pass that as they went in their way, a certain man said unto him, Lord, I will follow thee wherever thou goest. And so the Lord's testing that. So he's about to make you separate. He's going to make you go and be able to be chastised, saying, all right, you got to work on this. You got to do this. You got to do that. Because we know it that if you're not in that wicked spirit, you're going to be judged first. If you're not of the spirit of Yahweh Shai, you're going to be judged the first people. And Yahushua said unto him, foxes have holes, and birds and hares have nests, but the Son of Man have not where to lay his head. So the Lord, basically, he wasn't like a transient, but he didn't have a set home base. His home base was where the believers were, wherever the Lord guided him. And we have to have it because we're going to be on pilgrims on this earth. Let's grab that. In this thing. And we can't hold back having these people of the world holding us back. Because now they're just what's it called? They're just dead weight. Especially if they're getting the inoculation after seeing what happened to the first time. Especially if they get to see it. Because what are they going to happen to them? My bad. What's going to happen to them is they're going to be put to death. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. The world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So these judgments are happening. We just went through that all these medicines that people are doing, all these things, products on the thing, are made from petroleum. Everything you know, look at, you like soda? What are they? They're bottled. Petroleum, plastic. All these things in the store, these grocery bags, the alternative grocery bags, the things they wrap your fast food in, all these things, because it's cheap now. When that war comes, it's going to be worse. All of it is made from that, so you're not going to be able to. These products are going. So the Lord is showing that He's putting famine on the earth. He's showing these plagues of war, pestilence. Man, people getting sick with new greatest shit every day. Oh, my people, hear my words. Make ye ready for the battle. And what happened? When you went to the war, you didn't bring like 17 suitcases. You didn't bring your whole family in the war saying, all right, just hide behind that rock. No. Get ready for the war. All you're going to have is the soldiers of Yahushua, and their families are going to be able to be protected. But that's only if the Lord has them, because it's going to be children that make it. It's going to be women that make it. But the Lord is saying, get ready, that you might see some that are going to have to lose their life. And those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Just as Yahushua, he didn't have no place to lay his head. But he did, and he had faith. And the Lord wasn't like pretty much worried about it. He worried about Israel. He had a lot on his thing. But look at when he was in the boat, sleeping, he did all this stuff. He prayed a lot. But you already know, because he knew what was going to happen. If you knew that imagine if you knew exactly what's going to happen, that you were going to have to get put to death in the worst possible way that any man has ever did, for it was for a reason, but you didn't sin that time in your life. So continuing in Luke chapter 9, verse 60, Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury the dead. Actually, first, Salakia. This is 59. And he said unto another, follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me to go and bury my father. What did the Lord look at him? I got to make sure my family's right. I got to bury him. And he died. What did the Lord say? He said, the ones that leave the congregation of this is a man really just came back saying he had to settle his family. Literally just forgot that this is in the scriptures. This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. The man that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. Look it. So the ones that wander out of this way, this truth, taking breaks, doing all that stuff, you're going to just go back into the congregation of the dead. So that's what he's saying. These people are in the world. They are dead. They were born in vain, most of them, to be judged. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Yahushua said unto him, let the dead bury the dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of God. Because if you're thinking about your family, all the ones that you lose, they're going to come right back to you in the kingdom, in their righteousness, in all the best qualities you've seen of them, and none of the same flaws. You love your uncle, but he's a chain-smoking weirdo that drinks beer and fucking makes every woman around them feel uncomfortable. You like your auntie, but all she does is talk shit and she out of order. But go thou and preach the kingdom of God. And also another said, Lord, I will follow thee. but let me first go bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. What did the Lord say? And let me just get it. Is that during the second entrance, get my house in order. But then what did the Lord say? The ones that do the will of my Father, those is my brother, mother, and sister. So those ones. So he said, because look, he said, another said, Lord, let me follow thee, but let me go and bid them farewell, which are at home at my house. So can I just say goodbye? Make sure they no. They had ample opportunity to hear these scriptures. The Lord He doesn't make mistakes. If they don't get it by now, the odds are they might be destroyed. Some might just have to see the miracles, because a prophet is not honored in his household. And Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of God. None. So we have to understand, we have to have that path. We have to have that state of mind, having that vision, and then the lesson the Lord brought to me. So we're seeing that we're about to have major shortages on supplies. We're seeing that the Lord is separating a lot of people. We've been seeing a lot of YouTube famous people that got in trouble for being Karens, like a lot of guy cops being judged, being put to death, like dying on horrendous ways. One getting car accidents. Hey, Shalom, Malakia. Michael Allah, Yabashim Asha Brakatah, and Brakathum to you and your household. And Salakia for the disrespect. Yeah. Michael Allah, Yabashim Asha Brakatah. So, let's grab this. So we're going to be put in. That's why this chastisement happens. That's why we happen. The Lord is showing that we have to trust in Him. He's destroying this economic system. He's destroying everything that you needed in Egypt. A rent high. Gas in California when I was in there was high. I was looking at in the ghetto right now, or where I used to live in Moreno Valley. It's a apartment. I believe it was like 1,200 square feet. They want you to put $4,000 down and $2,000 a month. And this is in the ghetto. So imagine who's going to pay that. And you can only have 3 adults. And there's only 2 beds and 1 bath. This is what's doing. People are not going to pay that. And when people are getting homeless or not be able to eat, what do you think they're going to be doing to these people that have this stuff? They're going to be killing you. You wanted to put, because you kind of have extra money because you want to go to the casino, or you want to do all this weirdo shit. You want to go to the horse race. The Lord is about to put judgment on those people too. Because, a lot of the older generation, the baby boomers and all that stuff, they pretty much, they put forth this energy to say, hey, by my time I had a whole car and a house and all that stuff, but everything was cheaper. You can't live on your own in America now. Everything is destroyed, and that's the Spirit of the Lord. He's doing this. He's causing evil to be put forth. Let's grab this. Never finished it. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth. Look at, I have a brother that he thinks that he's going to be, he has like a bunch of guns, and he thinks he's going to be able to take on military. He thinks that he's a sharpshooter. And I was talking to the brother before this, and look at, this is in the spirit. Let's grab it. This is Jeremiah. And I'm going to get back to my loud voice when this thing gets back. I feel unnatural being this low. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus said the Lord, curse the man that trusteth in man. So they think that they're going to be able to do something, or they think Esau, Edom, he said, who can make war with the beast? That the U.S. military will never stop. The NATO system, they're going to continuously do. Beautiful. I don't even have to. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4, from the brother Micah. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So the Lord has that's why he puts us through chastisement. Knowing that, all right, I want to show you how helpless you really are. So you can start trusting in me. I'm going to show you that you're not going to be able to do anything against these. If the Lord wants you destroyed, you're going to be. If he wants you to be through, you're going to be. So we got to understand, we got to start using those spiritual weapons, which is the Lord, ultimately prayer, fasting, doing all these things that are going to be able to help you. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the God to pulling down of strongholds. Look at what we're doing. Just out here streaking. You don't see us fighting. We're not shooting. We're not bombing. We're not doing none of that. We're speaking the word of the Lord. And we literally took down Babylon the Great through the spirit of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. The whole beast system. Because this place is already finished. Now it's what they call that, not a buffering period, but that transfer of power in between, in the middle. It's always like, hey, Shalom, Ashrakah, Yabashim Ashah, Brakatah, and Brakathum to you and your household. Shalom, King. Man, this shit hurts, I'm not gonna lie. Casting down imaginations and every high thing. All these people, look at these churches, because even Caesar Borgia worship, they were trying to we're casting them down. No, Jesus, that's not his name. The one you look, when you see that picture of Jesus, that's a faggot. No, his name is Yahweh Shah. He's a dark-skinned man. Against principalities and against powers and against rulers of darkness of this world. Having it right at the gates of the nobles. Having them scared. Having them already getting their bunkers ready. Even these other weirdo celebrities like Mark Zuckerberg. He's like, oh man, we better start putting something, because this place is about to be through. They already see it. Frightened. They said, it's really happening, man. We messed up. And against spiritual wickedness in high places. This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13 from the brother Micah. Wherefore take up unto you the whole armor of God. These weapons, this defense that the Lord gave you. Not these carnal things that people trust in. That ye may be able to withstand the evil day. And that evil day is fully approaching. And we're redeeming the time, because the times are evil. All of it is just bad times. Or if you're a Babylonian, there's nothing good here. You might can fake it and do those little Instagram things, and having it. We see that only brothers is really having good time. Everybody else is just suffering. We go through our hell, but we're really rejoicing that this place is through. That ye may be able to withstand the evil day, having done all to withstand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt with truth. This knowledge, this understanding. Having it like pretty much your hips. That's where all your power comes from. It's truth. Study to show yourself approved. Because if you have good hips, you have good balance. You're not going to be easily knocked down. You're going to be able to be sturdy. When you have your loins, your hips, like just freaking. And it also keeps you steady. Having your breastplate of righteousness. And our righteousness is as filthy rags. But we get our righteousness through Yahweh Shah, him having the blood on us. So we have that protecting our most important parts. But continuing, this is Jeremiah chapter 17. Verse 5 again. Thus said the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. I mean, so trusted in yourself, trusted in Esau, Edom, making that shadow of thy wings this place, and maketh flesh his arm. So these things, this is like that you, like these guns, all these things are having that you're going to be able to defend and fight off a U.S. military. First of all, you're not trained. Second of all, you're an idiot. And then like, that doesn't even make sense. You forgot that your house, nobody has a fucking bulletproof house, especially armor-piercing rounds, which is what the U.S. military is and is illegal in the United States. And then also, nobody has fucking explosives. So all they have to do is throw a grenade in, you're through, a flashbang, you're through, and then they can load you up. Stupid. Like, people just don't understand. And then people think that people are just going to be wait until you get out. No. You reason why you always seen rape and pillages, how you do it, this is the correct way, is when an army goes, they burn it down. They burn you out of your place. That's why rape and pillage, you always see why is it burnt down. There's a reason why, is why would they take the chance of going room to room clearing it, like this is, like they're trying to get it, and they can just burn you out and have less casualties. So understand that. So all these people that think that they're fucking G.I. Joe, that they listen and watch some shooting videos or do all that stuff, you're a curse. Destruction's about to happen to you. And make it, whose heart departed from the Lord. And that's when they start trusting and it's like, I can do it. You know, that's why the Lord chastises us, because He's showing us, putting us through these situations, letting us feel the pestilence. Because how we're going to be able to preach about it and how bad it is if we don't experience it ourselves. Or we don't experience, like, hey, you know that we're not going to be able to fight against Esau. Like, we can be through any day. We can be all this stuff. So we're not departing from the Lord. We have to trust in the Lord no matter what. That's why the Lord puts us through these situations. For He shall be like a heap in a desert, and He shall not, when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched place in the wilderness, and a salt land is not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, whose hope is the Lord is. That's the person that's going to be blessed. That's the person that took the chastisement of the Lord. That's the person that never got weak and just fell out. So let me just check on my family. Let me just get them in order. After it's a war going on and you deserted the Lord in the midst of a war, just ran away as a deserter, and you don't come back like, all right, I have to make this money real quick, but I'm back. No. We got the victory, but it's no vacations in this truth. Salakia, hold on. Let me stretch real quick. I'm telling you, this new place is no joke. Y'all about to go outside. Let's grab this. Chastisement is important. That's the only how we're going to be able to be fine-tuned. This is Hebrews 12. I'm going to start at 2. Looking unto Yahushua, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High. For consider him that endures such contradictions of sinner against himself, lest he be weary and faint in his mind. Look at that. For consider him that endures such contradictions of sinners against himself, let he be weary and faint in your mind. Yet have not yet he resisted unto blood, striving against sin, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. The thing that the Lord was building us up, where you have this foundation, which was Yahushua, the author and the finisher of our faith. Trusting in him, not trusting in your own carnal powers, not trusting in these pharmaceuticals that Esau Edom was about to, are these inoculations. Because we just seen that all medicine in the United States, even vitamins, multivitamins, even those herbs that brothers take, all have one thing in common. They all use petroleum, either in the casing, bottle casing, or in those dissolvable pouch things that you see the herb is put in. That is all have petroleum. So those shortages. So we trusted in the Lord. That's the ultimate thing. That's what the exhortation which speaketh against you as unto children. My son, despise not thou chastisement of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Even when you get in it, you might get in the Lord judged me harshly. Put me in a car accident. What did I do? Did I like, man, I'm destroyed. Just got weak. I was like, man, I gotta do it harder. And then look at every day, except 2 days ago when I was super, super sick. I couldn't even walk. But see, making you go harder. I can barely speak right now. It's like hurt my stomach to even push it. But what are you doing? We're not despising. We got to continue to push forward because that's what the Lord wants. He wants fighters. When you're in a fight, you're not going to ever be especially if you're an athlete, you're never going to be 100% when you're in a fight. Even in a regular street fight, you might be one of those weak, a worldly person, and you throw a punch and someone hits you and hits you hard as fuck. You in the world, you'd be like, oh man, I can't get hit with another one of those. But another person of the spirit of Yahweh Shai, a fighter, he's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna just keep coming. As long as I keep standing, I'm gonna be able to make this. He's not gonna keep coming. For him the Lord loveth for whom the Lord loveth chastise, and scorn every son whom he receives. So who the Lord loveth, he chastises. He puts you in a situation. So, all right, let's see what you do with this sickness. Hey, Shalom, Rebecca, Ophir, Yabashim, Asha, Brakatah, and Brakathum to you, sister. Brakathum and Brakatah to you and your household. So, yeah. So, all right, let's see how he handles the sickness. Let's see if he gets fired. Let's see what he's doing. He's going to get faint. He's going to do it. Let's see if he takes this job. It'll give him no time to do the truth. The Lord will just mess you up. Have you completely feeling like, man, I'm through. But you're going to see if you're going to stop. You're going to be stopping. You'll just quit. Or you're going to go and keep pushing. The just man falls 7 times. He scorned every son whom he received. If he endured chastisement, God deal with you as if with sons. So, scourge is every son. You see that plagues, let's grab it again. Behold, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine, plagues, tribulation, and anguish are sin for a scourge, for the amendment. See that? His scourge? Yes. The Lord will put you, he used to put plagues on our people, and he's putting plagues on this nation. Doing all these things, putting you, all these things so you can amend. And if he loves you, he's doing that to you. So he loves the nation of Israel. He doesn't love these fucking heathen. But some of their people are just going to have to die. If ye endure chastisement, God deal with you as with sons. For whom sons whom he the Father chastised not. For what son is he whom the Father chastised not? Yahweh Shah, perfect. He even got chastised. The water, sister, Yabashim Asha Brakatah, brought the thumb to you in your household. Yeah, man, I need it. Yeah, you see, I can't reach my voice high, but still got to do this work. Eventually, I give it like 2 days. Yeah, that believe is like white lung or some shit, or COVID. But, so if you be a son, and then these sons is talking about all Israel because he chastised the sisters too. If he just let you, because even Yahushua, look at him, perfect. When he came in this regeneration as Yahushua, and he got tempted by the devil everywhere. A lot of places he would go, especially with dealing with our people, he got stoned. He went through all this stuff. What evil was he doing in that time? He was getting punished, but he was chastising it. And look at what did Yahushua, he was like, Lama Samakte, Aliyah, God, my God, my God, why have you forsaken me? That's what he asked. Because the Lord was chastised. He said, all right, you have to get punished. It pleased the Lord to bruise him. You got to look at, this is what the Lord does because he's perfecting us. Let's grab that. This is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee with the furnace of affliction. So the Lord is refining us. He's putting us in a situation, which is what it is, Sirach, the 2nd chapter, verse 5, that. And this is my help, because when I'm loud, sometimes I stutter, and I have to really focus on speaking right now, because I can't barely speak. It's actually giving me better at speaking. So you see, you look at these situations, the Lord is literally just perfecting us. He's going to go through the situation, having you, all right, these pharmaceuticals, you're not going to be able to take them, because all of them is going to be shorted. They're made from petroleum, which is all going to be going into war. Because that's what oil is made of. Look at all these, so you got to trust in me. Learn the herbs. But most of all, trust in me. Now look at, now he said, all right, you're in a situation that you're going to have to, you're going to, slop here. Let me just read this again. My bad, let me just get some water. I might have to finish it real quick. That's what the Lord's doing. He's making you perfect. Let's continue. Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are partakers, then ye are bastards. So you ever wonder why they say they are not in trouble like every man? The Lord don't give a fuck about these heathen. He's punishing them now and whooping, but he's just doing that because they're getting their payback for touching the apple of his eyes. They're getting their recompense. The Lord, they can't repent. The Lord's just saying, all right, let's just add it up. Let's just add them up. And so now they understand why they're going to be in slavery for 1,000 years. And why Esau Edom is going to be slavery, then a destruction, a genocide. So now we can show them, all right, these are your charges. Can we repent? No, because only the Israelites can repent. We're taken to Psalms, the 47th chapter, verse 19 and 20. They weren't even given these laws, but they still got to follow them. That's how cold the Lord is, because they're bastards and not sons. Foremost, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. You know, the real men, not these niggas, these children that have daddy issues. Because you didn't know, a lot of people in Israel, reason why they're like demonic, evil niggas is because They have problems with authority, and they have problems with their father. That's why they act like little bitches. But this is the spirit. Shall we much more rather be subjected unto the Father of spirits and live? For there verily for a few days chastised after our own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we might be partakers in holiness, separation, having us be that the first of all be a men 144,000, and then the sisters and the 1/3 multitude of the believers, the listeners of the men, children, and the sisters, and all these other ones that will be in the 1/3. So you got to look at what the Lord is really doing. He's literally separate. He's making our only one silver. He's doing it, and you guys be saying you guys don't get mad when football teams do it. And, all right, we only want the best of our team because we try to win a championship. The Lord's trying to be back to that precious thing, not that degenerating vine, because these niggas ain't gonna get it. They're gonna have to be destroyed. But Khan, I'm gonna end off the lock here. So with that, I'm gonna give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. DTA, the Wadi Al Ba'Shem Yahushai, and that means death to America and above. And man, this place is through.